All right, so today we're going to continue our discussion about the flexibility of scales. When people think about scales, they generally think of them as this thing that you learn and you study, and they are just set in stone by some dude 300 years ago. That's really not the case. You can do a lot with scales that isn't the traditional thing to do. I want to take a look at pentatonic scales today. We generally have two pentatonic scales. We have major pentatonic and minor pentatonic. So let's start by reviewing those real fast. Let's pick the key of G. I don't know why I'm just in a G mood today. We have for major pentatonic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Now that's the same with any key. It's just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. For the minor pentatonic, we have 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. And when I say flat 3 and flat 7, I'm just talking about the difference between that and the major scale. Those, we kind of understand how they work. We can play a chord down here. That's major. That's minor. What we can do with these, though, is we can take them and we can tweak them a little bit. Change out a note. We still have 5 notes. They're still very useful. We can start to dwell in this in-between place between the two. One of my favorites is really popular in the gospel world. Good old minor pentatonic. But what you do with it, take that 7 and you turn it into a 6th. So you have a minor pentatonic, but then you have 6 instead. This works really well in a gospel context. Let's talk about the other example I want to give of this. You can take your minor pentatonic, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and just change it into a major third. It's got a really unique sound. This is the type of thing that you use a lot in fusion. You use this a lot when you're playing something that you just want to sound really happy but not typical. What you might find, though, when you start doing this is you start to stumble into just playing a different pentatonic. For example, you might be on minor here, and you're like, okay, all right, what happens if I take this D and I make it an E flat? But I look at that and I go, whoops, I actually just invented the C minor pentatonic scale. When you are dealing with pentatonic scales, use them as a guideline. Don't use them as a must be this way. I feel like my playing was very limited for a long time because of this, especially when you play particularly gospel, but a lot of the more niche sort of genres where they have a very specific sound, you'll find that what they teach you in school is just not quite what you need to do. So open up your ears and just try some stuff. What you want to do is you want to experiment. That's really the best advice I can give you. Do not be stuck on one particular thing anybody tells you you have to do. The moment somebody tells you you have to do something, just go ahead and do the opposite and see if it works. Thanks. Like and subscribe. Comment down below about what your favorite pentatonic tips are, and hope to see you at the next video.